This is a young male with a persistent corneal fistula in spite of two applications of tissue glue, both of which failed. So finally, we opted to cover the fistula with conjunctiva, and here's how I went about the surgery. So initially, I'm doing a peritomy adjoining the area of the fistula. You can see a small air bubble within the chamber. This is after the second application of tissue glue, and all the air has escaped and the chamber is actually shallow and the glue has fallen off as such. So I go ahead, do a peritomy, just enough encompassing the entire area, just checking the mobility of the conjunctiva. I do not want to have tenons under this hood because that may retract my hooding. So I'm just going to try and separate the tenons. I am not going to extract it. I'm not going to excise it, I mean. There is no need. Just separating. I will be doing more separation later. And there I've got enough conjunctiva. Now I've taken an 8mm trephine to just mark out the area where I will be attaching the conjunctiva, and it looks like it is too big, so I take a smaller trephine, a 7mm, and that should be enough. So just making a deep enough mark so that I can do a debridement all around the fistula. I'm refilling the chamber with air, doing a bit of a very light wet field cautery. I then proceed to do my deepithelialization with the help of a crescent plate. I am following the trephine mark, that is a 7mm trephine mark. So just a very shallow dissection all around. You need this raw area for your conjunctiva to get attached. Just dissecting across the limbus as well. This is the adherent tissue in the first 2mm across the limbus. Better remove it. And once I have a clean bed, I will proceed to do my limited hooding, making sure I am releasing all the tenons in the periphery as well. I'm just cutting the fibrous attachments, nothing more. I'm not excising any tissue. And you have plain conjunctiva over. Now this is the first cardinal suture that I will be placing. So that's my usual suturing technique, 3, 2, 1, and later I will bury the knot. Placing several more sutures. At the limbus as well. Now if you just leave conjunctiva over the fistula, it's not going to work, because this will definitely leak. So you need to press this conjunctiva down over the fistula, and hence I decided to place a compression suture tamponading the fistula. So this is basically a butterfly suture. I go from the cornea, make sure you don't get the conjunctiva, come out, come in through the just posteriorly near the limbus, taking episcleral tissue, go back across the cornea and come back in a cross-shaped fashion. Now since I didn't want to go again into the cornea, I pull off the suture, and once again, this is the initial suture that I put. I just pull it and go again at the same area. So that my knot will now come on the conjunctival side. Frankly speaking, I could have tied it with the original one also. However, this is what I opted to do, making sure it is really taut enough not to cause stress lines on the cornea, but enough to tamponade the conjunctiva across the fistula. I'm refilling the chamber with air. That way it's a better way to judge how much tensile strength, or how tight to put your suture, and cut the knot very close, and make sure you bury all the knots. And that's it. Once you're done, just put in some atropine, leave the air there, put in some atropine and close. Thank you very much for watching.